Hey YouTube, it's Kashi15 here, and today is day of my exam, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to share the experience with you guys. So, I'm going to do it. Alright, so I got my medication here. I'm going to take it. So, choose my Ritalin. Alright, so, as you can get a pillow. Alright. What? Alright, so I'm on my pill. I can focus now. Now, I thought we can go over the list, the highlights. It's gonna be a long video, unless you're really into real estate or know what I'm talking about. It might be really confusing for you guys. So, I'm gonna go through the list on the state park. There's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 topics. And I went exactly in order how PSI is telling me. I'm not going on topic. But, so let's start with duties and power of the commission. So pretty much, that's pretty much simple. Duty, power, commission is pretty much what commission can't do. Pretty much like from fining someone to all the way to you have a hearing, you break the law of fair housing laws, which is fair housing law, in which commission has jurisdiction. And a lot of times they'll try to confuse you, like, oh, if you know, a lot of times I find questions with the board of realtors, not board of realtors. A lot of times people will get confused with the board of realtors. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. If you're taking a test, do not confuse power commissioner with realtors. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I got 3 out of 4. So you check my last video, I got 3 out of 4 out of that. Which is right here, I got it. Let's see here. License requirement is pretty much what you can do with your license. I mean, the license requirement, I got 4 out of 4 right. You see my test, and I pretty much got that down. Pretty much, I'm gonna say this right now. The stuff that I already know, or like pretty much I have a 90% chance, 9% knowledge of, I won't go over it. But the thing I'm gonna go over is agency. Is just pretty much what is going to be your main focus. Out of 7 questions, I got that 1 right. So that's a really, really big mark that I messed up. If I got a 6, I would have passed. Easy. 5 to 6, I would have passed at the score I got. But I didn't. So I need to focus on agency. But anyway, when working license requirement, it's pretty much what you can do with license. Like puffing, redlining, blood busting, and puffing are the biggest things I've seen for license requirements. As well as you always get that general question with, you know, when you're trying to deal with license requirement with something else, just make sure they're asking you, is that illegal? Because I had, for the 4th test, it took me to realize that they're asking the best definition. You know, at that point, illegal practice, the best description of puffing was actually D, which said, you know, like in this description was misleading, and I didn't really think about it until they're asking for the best, and I was like, and I slowed down for a second. I was like, you know, it is illegal practice. So that's not the best definition. That's just telling you, so I got that wrong, and I know that's why I knew my score changed a bit. So that's the other thing is I gotta deal with that. So agency is probably the first within the 2nd chapter of this book. If you know what I'm talking about, or we get Waker, or I think the option is the same. Or if there's a new book, it's somewhere else. So let's go over agency here, guys. Okay, so agency in my book, we have Waker Realtors book, or if it's in your other book, then don't listen to me. If it's a newer version of the book, then don't listen to me. But if you have the older version like I do, then, and that's the older, just so people look at this and wondering what I'm talking about. So like I said, I'm going over agency. Alright. So agency is pretty much this. Alright. If I can find it on page 45. I'm on page 40 something right now. Alright, so it's actually in the 4th chapter. So it's not the 1st chapter, it's the 4th chapter. 4th chapter, excuse me. So agency is defined. Agency is a kind of law or common law, the rules of society established by tradition courts, with statutory laws are all rules regulated and acted by legislature and or government bodies. So the 2 things are common law and statutory laws. If I'm saying it wrong, I'll spell it out for you guys. let's say slowly. Statutory. Statutory law. Alright? So, I'm not going to history of agency, but pretty much the law of agency, we want to put the law of agency, defines the right and duty of the party in a real estate transaction, the principal, the agent, and the customer. And so, and I guess in the simple way to say this is pretty much, it's what's your right, it's what's your duty, it's what your fiduciary rights to your client, no matter what the situation. And my teacher made this clear to us that you're in a marriage. You're in a marriage with this person. And until the day the contract is signed, or he no longer wants you to be their agent, you're married to him. You got that ring finger. He's your sugar mama, sugar daddy, whoever he doesn't. I mean, the reason I say sugar mama, sugar daddy is I feel like there's a guy or girl out there that likes it, so I'm going to try to be as quote unquote. I'm going to be your agent, not really your agent, but I'm going to give you that respect and make sure that I am gender friendly. Because, like I said, when you're out in real estate, you have to be gender friendly. You have to be all this person to your client, no matter what your stand, no matter what you're thinking. Because remember that always, the agency part, you always gotta make sure you know your fiduciary rights. Make sure you don't go over your boundaries. Like I said, you got implied agency, you got express agency interest, and so you got that. I got implied agency before, but I never got express agency before. But I've got fiduciary questions, and I got client and customer, stuff like that. Fiduciary responsibility, never really got that, but I did got what's your fiduciary rights to your clients, something like that. Remember, code AC, I don't know, COLA. So, anyway, so code AC. So if you want to remember this, code AC, which is the care, obedience, loyalty, disclosure, accounting, and confidentiality. So remember, confidentiality, the other thing about this, and I got this twice, I think it was my third and fifth one I got this, we're talking about HIV. Remember, if client has HIV or AIDS, you cannot disclose that. You can't tell anyone else, you can't tell your friends, you can't call a buddy, you got HIV, no. Keep it to yourself, keep it in your pants, I guess I could say. Metaphorically, you cannot say this. Obedience, obviously, obedience is the relationship to act in good faith all times with the principle of legal instructions according with the contract. Like I said, and the one thing is contract. If it's not in the contract, put it in the contract. If someone, and I've seen this 100 times with other friends and stuff. Is let me get my real pen here. Is if it's not in the contract, then you put it in the contract. If that guy wants that oak tree from Europe, right? And if it's not in the contract, you put it in the contract that tree doesn't get taken down, or they don't take them with them, whatever it is. Or like a flagpole, or a swing set. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a giant bush of flower that look like a penis. If it's not in the contract, you put it in the contract. There, I think that's simple enough. What else? I'm trying. I gotta load this. Yeah, so I talk about contract. In reality, I'm supposed to talk about agency. So what am I around contract? Termination agency, or you can terminate with agency is by the. This is the only way you break your agency. All right, so this is the only way you can terminate agency with your client. No matter who your client is, it could be your brother all the way to your former friend, whatever. Communication, performance, or fulfillment of the purpose with the agency is created, death, or incapable of either party, destruction or condemnation of the property, expiration of the term of agency, mutual agreement by all parties to cancel the contract, breach of one of the parties, and by operating of law and as a bankruptcy of the principal, bankruptcy, termination of the agency contract, title to the property transferred to a court appointed receiver. So that's the only way you can do it. Remember, and an agency, there's only 3 relationships in an agency: universal agent, a general agent, and a special agent. So the thing is, remember, In Maryland, and that's all I'm going to say right now. In Maryland, an agency, only the broker could be a dual agent. And now I'm saying that only the broker can be a dual agent. Don't worry about your state. Alright, and I know it's weird because I feel like there's other stuff, but in Maryland, the salesperson cannot represent both the buyer and the seller. Only the broker. Because 99% of the time, the broker is a dual agent, and then 1% of the time, he I think like a special agent. I don't know, it was a special or general agent. If you know that 1%, put in the comments below. Yeah, I don't know if I can go over 15 minutes, so I'm gonna try to see. There might be more than one video I'm gonna go over. Okay, so then every little bit agency disclosure. Okay, I'm gonna go do it as a guide to agency, which is the next page I joined. So, buyer representation, which means you're a buyer agent, which you represent the buyer. And then you're a seller agent, you're a seller agency. You're the agent of the seller. Alright, and then you have design agency. Design agency processes the amount of, Design agency is a process that accommodates in a house sale, which is two different agents are involved. The broker designs one agent to represent the seller, and one agent to represent the buyer. Design agency is currently legal in several states. However, design agency does not apply a single agent who represents both parties at the same time. So remember, so design agent is where a broker decides, hey, you know what, me, agent A, go represent the seller, agent B, go represent the buyer, and again, the broker always the dual agent. Can't stress that enough, that the broker is the dual agent. If any questions below, I don't know if I can go 15 minutes, I don't know if it's going to start at 15 minutes, right now I'm at 12 minutes. So if it does, I'll make another video to this one. So there might be 2-3 videos explaining this. And I'm gonna make a video me going up there and actually have an hour before my exam to wait around because I don't actually have official ride. So I will be waiting for an hour to take my exam. So there will be an hour video on my phone. I know on my phone I can put more than 1 hour. So that's gonna be a little tricky. So especially I'm gonna try to study after working. I know they got free Wi-Fi. If I don't even study yet. So anyway, you know the agency relationship, you also got a contract, you know, saying, hey, you know what, hey, friend XYZ, why don't you be friends with, why don't you come, you know, you're selling your condo, wanna know why you represent you, and you're like, oh, okay, you know, you seem like a guy, and then I'm ABC, you know, and the reason why I'm not giving out my real name agreement is because, in PSI, they don't actually give names to certain questions, actually, like, for example, if actually, like, from seller, like a lot of the questions required with buyers and agents, they will never say their name, and I think like only 2 questions they do say names and stuff like that. Yeah, and so like yeah, I'm actually gonna go over redlining bug busting soon. But anyway, I'm gonna go to supervision, which I don't actually know what page that is. So let me look up supervision. Just actually, it's only 5 questions, and I got 3 right. So, but I don't really remember the questions required supervision, so I'm gonna go over it. And let me go to index here. And if you guys are already there, then just bear with me. So, probably gonna miss that. Supervision, it's subdivision, subleasing. I don't even know what that is. So, you know what? I'm gonna skip it and yeah, I got 3 out of 5, so I'm pretty sure. Okay. Now, business conduct. Business conduct I got 4 out of 6. And the reason why I got that is because I feel like I have other questions downstairs, and I'm gonna do that. So yeah. So I can't really do business conduct because it's in a different worksheet that I did. So I can't really go over it. But ethics, I'm on the page of ethics right now. And ethics, and you guys are wondering, I actually wrote the stuff down. So if you want to see my notes, I wrote down a lot of it before starting this video, so I actually put a little more effort than I usually do. Usually kind of come here, kind of just half-assing it, but I really kind of put out this for you guys. Ethics, remember, is your standard of integrity. Remember, honestly, I wish there were more details to ethics. I feel like I really didn't have the full concept of ethics. But it's pretty much anything that is, you know, illegal or anything that prohibits you to do your job go against your ethics. And I pretty much did that the hard way doing that. And so in ethics, standard of integrity, concept dealing with consumer industry and service, and define a code of conduct relationship with the industry. So, pretty much, like I said, you got your standard stuff, standard things. Okay, so I'm going 15 minutes, which means for a little while, I was wondering if I can go 15 minutes. I know I can do it on my phone, but I wasn't sure I could do it on the desktop. Okay, so yeah, define code of conduct relationship with industry. Sorry again, my ADHD. Like I said, even when I roll on my come on, once in a while. Okay, focus. Okay. Alright, so code of ethics specifically by directing rules and either prohibits or demands certain behaviors. Remember, if your client wants you to say, hey, you know what? I don't want those black people buying it. I don't want those Asian people. I don't want those green people watching it. Whatever. If it prohibits you from making a sale, it's illegal. And it's going, and I searched enough. I had one question where it's really confusing, and I still don't know the answer to this question. To this answer is, excuse me, if I talk a little fast, slow down the video a little bit, I'll try to slow down. This question was, I don't know if you guys get the question or not. If the broker within a meeting and where they're trying to price fixing, which means that they're trying to level the prices, and so there will be no competition. It's illegal in the state of Maryland. And does the broker leave and don't say a word, or tell them that, hey, you know what, you can't do this, or report them to the commission or something like that? And I already didn't know the answer, because I was like thinking all this could seem right. So again, like, I don't know if I can do that. So that question always gets me. So that kind of goes with the state part of the test. Like I say, it's helpful, and then if it wasn't helpful, I will go over in the video, as long as you leave me a comment saying what I should go more detail into. I'm trying not to do too much, because I'm not trying to stress myself too much, because my test is at 3 o'clock. So guys, wish me luck. We'll make another video. It'll probably be an hour long, and then probably will be, and this time I will record right after each fail or pass. There will be a video up just on this video. So this is the state portion, so I'm going to the national part. So, and I'm not making another video, I'm just transitioning to it. Alright, the state part, as you guys may know, I did a lot better. I got a 49. So, going to my land control, which I have to rewrite again, because actually I lost the paper to land control. Alright, so, I might just memorize it, because I'm probably pretty good. Okay, and remember guys, if you're taking a PSI for a certain time, it's not open book. Home improvement, my brother's home improvement is open book, but in Maryland real estate, you do not have an open book test. Do not tell anyone otherwise. Someone said, oh, you gonna bring your book there? No, you cannot bring your book, alright? So, just leave that out there. 2 form IDs, please bring 2 form IDs. You want to get there and they say, ask for ID, so remember that. Stuff like that. So here we go. So I'm gonna go with land control. Chapter titles are the 2 biggest which ones I got. I think if I got a score of 3 or 4, I would pass easy. And specialty areas. Specialty areas chapter 5 actually, and I actually didn't go over it last night. So I'm actually going to do specialty area first. Excuse me. So I'm going to specialty areas. I think this is what I am getting wrong. Like the broker stuff, not broker stuff, but the we'll see what I'm getting wrong. Alright, so the one thing I know I get constantly from specialty areas is, let me see here. If I look through it, maybe I'll find something that pops out in my head. Independent contractors, I actually had that before, and it only asked me if it was about IRS taxes, and saying like what kind of employee or agent doesn't require taxes IRS and independent contractors. It says especially if it must be okay. Employees must follow the rules. The end contract is completely different. They don't have to follow the rules. For example, with IRS, the individual must have a current real estate license. The license must have been written contract with the broker specifically. The license will not be treated an employee for federal taxes, and at least 90% of the individual income must be based on sales production and not on the number of hours worked. So remember, you're an independent contractor, and I don't know a lot of people be independent contractors. I'm planning to be an independent contractor, but honestly, it might be just be a real estate agent first, and then working my 4 hours before becoming an independent contractor. But who knows where it goes. excuse me. Say that right. So remember, independent contractors do not make their money by hour. They make their money through their sales or their contract. When the contract is sold to the buyer, to the seller, to the seller, to the buyer. Excuse me. Whoa, backwards. Man, that. Pretty much that is. Oh my god, 20 minutes. Alright, so yeah. I'm not seeing anything that I've seen on there. Antitrust laws. Price fixing, here we go. That's what I was talking about. Okay, price fixing, I got this one. Prices of selling prices part of over service rather than letting competition in the open market establish those prices. And real estate prices fix occurs when competitive brokers agree to set sale commission fees or management rates. Price fixing is illegal and real estate brokers must independently demand commission rates or fees on their own firm only. These decisions must be based on a broker's business judgment and revenue requirements without input from other brokers. So price fixing that you are going to get. You're going to get a question about price fixing. You are going to do it. So that is one thing I know is going to be on there. So, so that's one thing. And, penalties against Sherman Ag laws must be up to $1 million within 10 years. That could be changed, will be changed at some point, maybe. I'm not saying I know, I'm just saying this as of right now in my book, and it's probably 2012 and 2013, like I said, if nothing's changed, it's $1 million, and it can be higher than $100 million. But again, if you're watching this on a future date, it could change, or it varies wherever state you are in. Just saying. Remember, this is Maryland. This is not anywhere else. So, I gotta make it clear. This is Maryland, not California, not anything else. And there's a lot more videos out there for California and Florida law. So, if you guys are looking for that, look somewhere else, because I'm not doing that. Internet advertisement, you actually have a question about internet advertising is more on the Regulation Z. So guys, remember, Regulation Z is pretty much what you need to know. And I won't worry about all this other stuff because I never got a do not call registry question before or anything like that. But if I do, I probably know that. Alright, so next question, I'm going to chapter titles, which I'm going to go within my notes. So chapter title, remember, the deed is the chapter of titles, nothing else. Alright? The deed is the chapter of titles, which is the evidence of ownership. So the deed is the evidence of ownership. And so remember, and there's only, I try to put the ones down that I've seen often, but again, your question is varied from my question. So if I got one question and you didn't, then don't come back saying I know everything. Disclaimer now. If you don't get the questions I'm giving, then I'm exactly it's a test, and obviously we're not gonna have the same questions or any more past questions. All right, so quick claim deed is always what got me, and so quick claim deed is provided the grantee with the least protection. Now, the grantee has the least protection of this one. So when you see, something like what is the least protected for the grantee, you want to say quick claim deed. And so that is that's the thing. And why against sell deed, contract no express warranty against encumbrance. So there's no warranty for the encumbrance. And I actually got that wrong. I didn't know I got this wrong because I saw it and I was like. I think I picked like blanket loan or something. I don't know. I picked something else. I know I didn't pick that. General warranty deed, and I can't stress enough. And I got this wrong, and I know that's wrong. Just because apparently I can tell in my transfer titles. When a question. Oops, my screen just disappeared. Okay, there we go. All right. So the greatest protection for the buyer is a general warranty deed. And I don't know why I got that wrong. I don't think I focus on deeds so much. And I think if I did, I would have passed it. But remember, so the greatest protection for a buyer, not the seller, for the buyer. Okay, that says enough. for the buyer. I wish I had special effects to help get that out there, but anyway, the general warranty deed. So remember, it's not for the seller, it's for the buyer. And then probate, you already have 3 probate questions. I guessing because I got 3 questions about probate. And so probate is a legal procedure for verifying the valid or validated will and accounting for the. Oh my god, I gotta look at the definition. I'm not atrocious. So probate is a formal judicial process. So you pretty much probate is one of those things you're gonna get. I'm gonna go to the chapter, which I'm already here. So number okay. So remember, what makes a valid deed, guys? Do you know what makes a valid deed? I'm gonna show you. Alright, a valid deed has a grantor, a grantee, a statement, a general clause, addendum clause. I think I said that correctly. Oh my god. Accurate legal description and the signature of the grantor must be acknowledged and notarized and delivered and accepted to the grantee past title. So those are the things of that. So remember, so grantor who has legal consent to execute sign the deed. Remember, the deed must be signed. Without a signed deed, nothing is on paper. Grantee with responsibility certain duties of them identified for. Remember, so if XYZ wanted to transfer to PWR company, whatever, then they can do so as long as it's in paper and so on, it's all legit. Nothing to do about it. Statement of consideration, get that, and guarantee clause working to convey, condemn clause to divide ownership taken by grantee, after that, and then obviously number and all of it. So those are what makes a valid deed. You guys want to know that a lot more. And our title is the real estate means the right to ownership of the land. That's the title, and that's what it is. That's the root of all of it. And so your product. So when you see these words, and like I said, if you got the same book I do and probably still using it, I don't know my judge. Product, device, deed, legacy, lease, mortgage, offer, opinion, lease, trust, deals. That's your product. Person that giving the product. So these are the persons who are receiving, who are giving. No, they're giving. They're giving away. Oh, here's a phone. Here's a phone. So sorry, I'm conducting myself in a little bit. I wish I could edit, but I don't have that kind of money. If you guys want to give me money to prefer to make videos, I'll make a Kickstarter or something like that. But yeah. All right, person giving the product. So who's only doing it? So device or grants or litigator, lease or mortgagee. Offerer, opinioner, subleaser, and truster. So on the or is at mortgagee, which is a different time for a different price, but from this argument it is mortgagee. So obviously, alright. So again, if you are a person receiving it, you are device E, grant E, legit E, lease E, mortgager, because mortgagee and mortgage is someone who's lending money, mortgage, or the person who's receiving it. But like I said, you're gonna have a good amount of mortgage questions and loans, especially for financing and real estate calculation. That's really going to get the nitty-gritty of it. Offeree, which is person, opinion of optionee, subleasee, and trustee. Those you're looking for those, alright? So remember, or is there for mortgagee? All the ors are the person who are giving this stuff away. So if you see mortgagee, then that's the mortgage. The person who's giving mortgage away. Do not get that confused. So only in mortgage you're not going. You have to reverse. But everything else, OR, someone's giving it. EE, someone's receiving it. And except in mortgage, guys, except in mortgage. So we say this one. Except in mortgage, was mortgagee is someone who's giving a loan, giving a mortgage to a mortgage or. That's the only exception. So say it with me 2 or 3 times in your head. So So I want you to know, mortgagee, right, is someone who's giving a mortgage to a mortgager. So that's the only exception to it. Unless it's changed, and I don't know how that's gonna change. I don't know how long ago, but that happens. That then ignore what I said. But long I know, the next couple weeks, I guess I don't know how long it goes, but that's how it is. But, I mean, it never changes. Who knows? I am hungry. I'm feeling my stomach growling. I might actually stop and I wish I could stop and pick up where I was going off, but I can't. Alright, so like I said, I got your denim clause. Like I said, with many followers granted clause, to have and hold, and the hidden denim clause is the owner right as well, or the rights are limited, specific time of the frame, and certain prohibit a city for instance. That's for hidden denim clause. I don't really have any denim clause. I know I've delivered acceptance before, and I think that went right. That's the only question I got right about it's delivering acceptance. So you can you have transfer by will, the testy and non-testy. And no dirty minds out there, not someone testicle, someone testing, intestate, which is pretty much you have testy when in doubt speech. Alright, so intestate is someone who has a will, and intestate is someone who don't have a will. Just remember that. Intestate, will, intestate, no will. That's pretty much done gritty of it. Will is person like a grantor, devisor, trustor, grantor. All the orders are the ones who write the will, and then remember the E is the one who is the one to have signed and after it's delivered. Remember, probate is a legal it's a probate. You are going to have a probate question. I think you are more likely. If not, then you're lucky, but I'm pretty sure I've done so many times. So probate is a legal procedure for verifying the validity of a will and accounting the decent asset. The process can take several months usually, and probate is an official jurisdictional process. That's what you want to do with will. So probate is just pretty much the additional process, which takes several months to do, but it's kind of what Nana does, so yeah. Alright, probate, okay, so it's provide or prefer and validate a will, determine the implicit assets of the deceased person, and identify the people who the assets are passed to, like intestate, which will pretty much the court will find the closest blood relative, either from your parents, or yourself, or your uncle, whoever would be the closest to the deceased. And of course, like someone had a will and wanted to give it to your younger brother who's still in the womb, that's his choice, or his or she's choice, or its choice, whatever color that person is. Give you a goddamn rainbow, and it's still their choice. And you cannot judge them one bit, because that would be go against fair housing laws, and then you go fair housing laws, and you lose your license, and you're out of a job. So let me go a little into. I went over things I pretty much got over with, and I know I made like 33 minutes. I'm actually gonna make this an hour long. So I'm actually gonna stop now. Starting on my own. So I'm gonna go to a few questions, you guys, and that's it. And then we're gonna end the video like that. So, but I'll say 5-10 more minutes. I'm gonna actually do questions. So let me see here. So I'm going to. And I wish you guys can see this. So I'm actually in the rules. I actually got 5 days left on my the night before the exam, which is more like morning. It's like the title, morning of the exam. So I'm gonna start. So I'm gonna read this question out loud, since you guys can't really see that, and I wish you guys could see it. So, which of the following is true regarding special assessment and ad valorem taxes? I know that. Discipline payment could be ground for the sale property. The general public must be benefited of the project funded by tax collection. Public hearing is required for project funds with collection tax being invited or appointed is solely based on benefit received. So I never got this question before, and it's weird right now, but I'm gonna say A. Oh, it's right, because it seems like that. So special assignment and ad-hoc tax are superior to all liens, including mortgage, not payment of your property taxes or assessment can result in sale practice. An ad-hoc taxes basis are value. Okay, I don't know. I kind of figured out kind of like. Okay, so the minimum real estate commission requires how many clock hours of real estate ethics for real estate salesperson license? Wait, what? How many clockwork of our real estate ethics? I think, well, I know continuing education is like 1.5 hours. I'm gonna say 3 hours. Yes, 3 hours. 3 hours. Okay. The minimum commission does not require more than 60-hour education. But 3 hours of education must be ethics, which I clearly guess I think, because it's only on one page, and I think we covered it when we didn't like half the class. So okay. All right, here's the easy one. Rights to enjoy by owner of river properties are called your ripple rights, because ripple means river and laurel means lake and other things. No, I know that. Okay, manual definition of a licensed real estate salesperson who's been designed by the real estate broker who licensed a real estate salesperson and affiliated with the act of a dual agent on behalf of the seller is a manual definition of a licensed real estate salesperson who's been designed. Okay, so that's intermediate compensation. Because buyer agent to a dual agent, they're all coming in. So yeah. I got this one wrong. A real estate loan is a guarantee against loss by the government, which is the following loans: FHA loans. So it's a loss by the government, which is wrong. So variant loans, self-carried back, controversial. Real estate loans guarantee against loss by the government, which is the following. I'm gonna say FHA loans. No, wait. No, C, VA loans. Okay. VA loans are guaranteed by the government against loss due to default. So VA loans. Okay, guys. So if you get a question, yeah, you know that. If Mushtenberg, whatever his name will be, or Mr. Lumber went unpaid under supply of the construction material warehouse, they will most likely file a mechanic lien. Because never anything that is unpaid is a lien to the property. Yeah, so let me which organization participates in the secondary mortgage market? So we're looking for so let's see what we can roll out. Federal Reserve System. I don't think they do secondary mortgage. Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. B, with the C, Federal Agent Mortgage Corporation, or D, U.S. Treasury. I think it's C, Agricultural Mortgage Corporation would be no. Federal Reserve System. No, it was C. Oh, I was right. C. I knew it was C, and I was like, nope, and it was C, because I was like, why did I go with guts? I should go with guts. See, because I knew it. Farm that. I was like, I knew that looked familiar, and I went against my judgment. And now, see, guys, so you're always gonna go to your first gut, because you know what, you're always right in your first gut, because you. What we say that salesperson income must be based on production, him or her qualification for an independent contractor. So I just went over this, so and that'd be 90%, which is right. So remember, in a contract, no, they're getting paid by themselves, which 90% has to be if the IRS doesn't want, you don't want to tax for the IRS. Alright, there we go. I got over that, because I honestly did. So let me read the definition here. 9% or more of the individual income must be based on performing production, not hour of work. We're starving here. And the government rectangular service, which you already get this. The imaginary line from like north to south are called prime meridian, latitude, base meridian, but it's honestly prime meridian, which is Broker Bill! Hey, Broker Bill, what you doing? Have faith and earnest money checking into his farm business account in the timely manner. What is the truth of the situation? It will be considered preliminary, it's considered redlining, considered standard practice, it's considered, well, it will consider, but everything is getting personal, this is a business again, with a firm, so it will be considered standard practice. Wait. Yes, alright, I got it wrong. It was A, community is a legal right mixing funds belonging to one party with another. Okay, so I'm wrong here. It's okay, I'm wrong though. So, I mean, I'm learning, so you guys are learning. So it's not, I thought because business, I'm wrong, because I never got a different institution. Oh man. I feel like I failed. I wish I could put up business fail right now. The dollar amount required to be considered a building or other improvement, which is the same amount equivalent used utility as the original call. Excuse me, I'm going to read that again. The dollar amount required to reconstruct a building or other improvement which has the same or equivalent utility as the original is called indirect cost, reproduction cost, direct cost, or replacement cost. So the dollar amount. So wouldn't that be replacement cost? Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. The Truth in Lending Act requires disclosure of all costs and terms in a transaction. It is administered by the Federal Trade Commission, HUD, Federal System, or the FHA. I'm going to say HUD. It's A, the Federal Trade Commission. No, wait, regular Z. You also have regular Z. So AG, oh, the Truth in. But I'm not far to go, guys. I don't want to use more time, guys. So, 41 minutes. I hope you guys 41 minutes. Hope it was helpful. I will make another video of after my test. And then this is my last time taking my exam. So this is the prep stuff. I got myself ready, and I'm like, get at it. It's only 10 in the morning. I got 2 more hours, and I have to go and so wish me luck, guys, and always be safe. Kashi 15.